Hey, what's going on, nation? So for this video, I decided to film it a little bit differently than I normally do. I don't know if you guys realize this or not, but I usually put a good 3 or 4 hours into my videos with all the editing I do and inserting text and transitions and color corrections and all this fun stuff to make the videos look as good as I hope they look to you guys. But what I wanted to do is do a test run and create a video that was more of a rough cut, just kind of basically splicing the footage together. And I wanted to see what you guys think about it, because if you like this style of video, I will certainly do more, because it takes a lot less time to edit. Not that I don't like putting the time in for you guys, but I'd like to know what you like. So if you have any suggestions, be sure to let me know in the comment section below. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. What do you think, babe? They gonna like it? She thinks you're gonna love it. We'll soon find out. I decided today that I wanted to start this workout off a bit differently, and so I'm gonna do a 30 rep burnout with 315 on the deadlift. Now you can choose to start your workouts out any way you want. For me, this is gonna get my blood pumping, the adrenaline going, testosterone moving, and I just wanted to see how it would feel to go into a hardcore arm workout after blasting 30 reps with 315, which actually is something that I haven't done before, so I wasn't even sure if I would make it. But the not knowing of if I can do 30 reps or not was kind of what was pushing me to make sure I gave it my all to do them. Now, as you guys can see, I'm doing my best to maintain proper form. I'm using a switch grip. I don't like using straps. I don't like using a belt. And the plates on the bar, if you guys are looking, the first plate is a bumper plate and the other two are just regular plates. And the reason why I do that is just so I don't damage the normal plates from hitting the ground. The bumpers will hit the ground and absorb most of the impact, just to try to make my good stuff last a little longer. But as you can see, I'm really starting to fatigue, and it's taking everything I have to maintain proper form, not go into flexion. The only mistake that I'm really making is I'm not keeping my head, my spine totally aligned from my head to my butt, which is very important. But when you're fatiguing out, sometimes you look up. That's not a bad thing. So there we go, 30 reps. Now we're ready to annoy Erica. As you guys can see, Erica's on her phone on the treadmill, so I have to go do something about it.
Baby, you distract me, my battery's dying. And I'm not going to be able to complete my post.
This is actually very hard to do. You gonna hit these biceps?
Yeah.
So we're gonna get started with the first bicep exercise, which is gonna be an alternating dumbbell curl. For all the exercises for biceps, you're gonna be doing 3 sets of 8 repetitions. And as you can see with the alternating dumbbell bicep curl, it's really important to make sure you're doing a couple things. For one, you notice how my palms are always facing forward on the way down? A lot of people like to rest at the bottom of the movement by letting their palms face in and then turning them back out before each rep. For me, it burns my forearms a heck of a lot more if I hold my arms straight the whole time, and that's why I do it. I want to get every extra burn that I can, any extra muscle fatigue that I can. And you also notice that as I'm doing the bicep curl, I'm not swinging into the rep, and I'm also making sure that my elbows are always in front of my hips on the way up and especially on the way down. You have total control over every single negative rep that you ever do in any workout. So knowing that you have more control there, then you should utilize that to make sure you're really putting everything you have into all the reps. No swing reps. If you're doing swing reps, you need to pay attention to form. Now it's Erica's turn. Now Erica's actually doing 3 sets as well throughout the workout, but she's doing 10 reps for every single exercise. And she's getting pretty strong too. She's curling 25s for 10 reps each side. I don't know about you guys, but that's pretty strong for a girl. And as you can see, I make sure she controls the negative as well. This is towards the end of her set, so I'm spotting her, just giving her a little help when she needs it. But she's got this. Good. Good job. So this is an exercise that I barely ever do, which is why we're going to start doing it. It's called the reverse curl. Going to grab the bar about shoulder width apart, similar to you would if you're doing a regular barbell curl. However, now your palms facing down. You can keep your elbows in front of your hips and reverse curl up. Now on to the reverse barbell curl. Once again, 3 sets of 8 repetitions. Now this exercise, if you do it the right way, you shouldn't be able to curl as much as you do with a normal barbell curl. Okay, you're using different muscles for this exercise. Granted, there are some freaks out there who can reverse barbell curl a lot of weight, but you should make sure that you drop the weight to start just to make sure you're doing it right. Now, what's really great about this exercise is it's actually known to help increase the peak of your bicep because you're working the brachialis, which is the little muscle that's basically in between your tricep and your bicep. So it's actually, as you grow this muscle, it helps push the peak up. Or that's at least what they say. I guess you'll have to try the exercise to determine that on your own. Now, what's also going to happen in this exercise is you're putting your wrist extensors through so much work and pain that your forearms are going to be on fire. So if it doesn't do anything for you, it's definitely going to increase that grip strength as long as you can hold on to that bar throughout the entire exercise.
Right all through here, man. Your turn. Something that I like to do when I spot somebody is I don't like to stand directly in front of them. I feel like if I do that, it gives them a false sense of hope, and they immediately think they need my help, as opposed to being there, being able to immediately step in, but off to the side, letting them know mentally and visually that they're doing all the reps, and I'm only going to step in if needed, as opposed to being like this, right in your face, getting all your reps.
Now Erica's doing the same exercise. She's doing the reverse curl, but she's using the easy curl bar. This is a little bit easier on her wrist, so you can choose to use whichever one you want. It's not going to make that much of a difference as far as working the muscle or getting the best reps out of the exercise. So if you have a hard time with the barbell, maybe your flexibility isn't that great, you can work up to the straight bar, but if you need to, just go with that easy curl bar.
Good job. We're on to the last exercise, which is going to be hammer curls. I'm going to increase the intensity for myself and Erica with my iron bowl strength grips. Now these are 3-inch grips. Erica's going to use the 2-inch ones. She's working her way up. Plus she wants to use the pink ones.
Now we're going to hit those hammer curls. Now once again, this is actually going to be hitting that muscle we just talked about with the reverse curls, the brachialis. Going to be hitting that part of the bicep. I mean, obviously you're still activating the inner and outer head of your bicep as well, but we are going to be targeting the brachialis again. You are going to be working on your grip strength, especially if you're using the iron bowl strength grips. I mean, look how thick these dumbbells are. I mean, these aren't big dumbbells. They're only 25s. Without the grips, I can easily do 40s on this exercise. But this, I mean, combined with all the other exercises and how fatigued my forearms already are, this is just absolutely brutal. But I love it because nothing's better than being able to walk up to any exercise and not have to use any straps and use your own strength.
My left arm always gives out on those. It's really important that if you have to, that you re-grip on these, because you don't want your hand to slide up to the top and then you're just pushing on the top of the dumbbell. It's kind of defeating the whole purpose of using the grip. So make sure your hand's in the middle.
Erica's going at it with hers. She has the pink 2-inch grips. Once again, you notice with the proper form here, the elbows are always in front of the hips on the way up and on the way down. Looking really good. Concentrating.
Do a Scott Herman impersonation, babe.
Do this. No, babe, go. Like that. Go.
I need to focus.
You see, that was your grunt. That was you. That wasn't even you making fun of me. Good job.
Thank you.
Give a double bicep flex, babe. Like I showed you. Yeah. Biceps are popping. Thumbs down, wrist curve.
I'm practicing still.
There you go. Nice. Now we're gonna hit abs. We're gonna start off with a pretty awesome exercise. It's a hanging leg raise, but I'm gonna be using a 20-pound dumbbell to help intensify it.
Now this is actually one of my favorite abdominal exercises, the hanging leg raise. And as you guys can see, I'm just putting a dumbbell in between my legs. I'm holding it there with my feet. And I'm not using a lot of momentum here. In fact, I'm not really using any momentum. I'm in full control on the way up and on the way down. So if you're going to use a dumbbell while you perform this exercise, don't just throw your legs up and then let them fall down. You want to make sure you're flexing your abs as hard as you can and keeping that core contracted as you go up and down with the dumbbell, so you're always in control and you're always maximizing your output on every single rep.
Alright, so I'm going to finish up this routine. I'm going to do floor crunches. I'm going to superset that with a standing dumbbell oblique crunch. So I'm going to do one set for you guys on camera, but you're actually going to be doing 3 sets, 20 reps per exercise.
Alright, so it's time to finish it up. We're going to do a simple floor crunch. However, a simple floor crunch isn't always that simple. Now you see that I'm using a pad under my back. Usually in the gym, if they have like a half Bosu ball, or if you can get something like a pillow to put under your back, you can get the same effect. And by putting the pad there, I'm just giving myself a bit more of a stretch in my stomach. I'm able to really arch my back on the way down. But if you're going to put anything under your back, you have to make sure that your shoulder blades touch the ground on every single repetition. If you're going down and you're not letting your shoulder blades touch, you're doing a half rep, and you should be ashamed of yourself because that is wrong. You want to maximize output. You need to touch your shoulder blades to the ground and then come up as high as you can on every single repetition. Now the last exercise, one of my absolute favorite for obliques, the standing oblique crunch. Now there's a lot of chatter on YouTube about this exercise making your waist bigger. I can assure you I've been doing heavy weighted oblique exercises my entire life to the point where I can pretty much grab 60, 70, 80 pounds, do 20 reps per side, no problem. I can do wood choppers with a ton of weight on any cable machine, and it doesn't make your waist bigger. If anything, it makes the muscles stronger and tighter because you're actually exercising them and you're making your core nice and strong. So you're going to be performing the same amount of repetitions on each side. Just make sure you dip all the way down and then go all the way up to the other side, and the only thing moving is your torso. You want to move your hips as little as possible.
7 to 9. What time is it? 8:45. You can't expect to make gains without a late night trip to the grocery store. Babe, I'm recording. This is how creeps get good footage. So we just grabbed a couple things because we make our pancakes every morning. So we need some more strawberries and Hershey syrup. Is that it? See, those ones are all squished. No good. Perfect. Now we gotta find raspberries for you. Gonna make some sweet potatoes tomorrow too. Just getting like medium-sized ones, no funny-shaped ones today to make fun of. I want to make it a habit to start eating more asparagus too. We're gonna make our own homemade guac again this week. It's really important when you get avocados that you squeeze them, make sure they're not too squishy.
You mean I'm gonna make homemade avocados this week?
Sure, you can make them. I can't tell if they're hard or if I'm tired from that bicep workout. Here's your lime for your guac. It's a little lime.
No bag.
No, you're not gonna eat the skin.
Babe, did you destroy the robin egg stand?
Shut your mouth. So we're all finished up. We just grabbed some yogurt, got a bunch of other supplies. Now we're gonna go home. But you guys had fun hanging out with Deviger and I today. And as always, more good stuff coming soon. See you guys.
To perform the crunch. If you're using a lot of momentum, you're probably not strong enough to do the crunch to begin with, so maybe get a little bit stronger core or have someone help you or spot you, because you definitely...
That was actually kind of fun. I'm gonna try it again.
I could help you, but it's just too much fun watching. Let's see if you can do it.
Yeah!
Good job.
Woo! I'm gonna earn these reps.
If you're looking for a quick way to switch things up, log into your SHF profile and go to the workout section of the website. Once there, click on the muscles you want to train, then you'll be brought to a page where you can further filter down your search. Now you have a complete list of all the routines that target your chest and utilize only a barbell or dumbbell. From here you can rate the routine, add it to your routines in your profile, and if you scroll down, you can see a write-up of the entire routine as well as photos of all the exercises. You can also download a printable PDF just by clicking on it.